Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am here with Ice Lake. It's been a little while since we've played. We are still working our way through the waterways, guys. I have not forgotten that quest. And the next waterway we're going to be going to is called the pond. Now the pond, generally the fish that are caught here are not very large. So I'm going to challenge myself a little bit differently with this one. So we're not going to go with the three biggest or the biggest or the most pike, there are pike found here, but they're kind of small. In fact, most of the fish are small. The biggest fish I've ever caught here is just a little over 3 pounds, and it was a pike. But I have caught a lot of other species here, and one of the species I've caught most often have been brown and rainbow trout. So I think that's what we're going to focus on here. And we're even going to do that with our equipment here. I'm going to go over the equipment here real quick. I usually don't do this because I'm usually trying to do it while I'm playing. But there are a number of things that we can possibly use. I'm going to start off with the Caribbean blue. That seems to focus on rainbow trout. Now it does focus on brook trout to some degree, but I don't think they're found here. I'll check to make sure of that, but I think they are not found here. But it does say good for brown trout, which is pretty good. And we also have the Indian peafowl we might try. That focuses on brown trout as well. It does not say anything about rainbow. That's why I'm starting off with the Caribbean blue. Now some of these other lures you can use, I believe it's the bobby. We'll also go for rainbow trout. Might try that if things don't seem to be going very well. And let's see, as far as other equipment, we're just going to be using a light standard. Like I said, the fish are small. Don't need a huge hole. That means we can drill a lot faster. Now a medium rod or a small rod might work. I would go with medium just as in case. So I'm not using the standard that comes with the game. I'm going to use a medium night ski. That's just one that I purchased later on. It's a little fancier. If I had the money, I'd go ahead and get the medium steampunk or the medium mountain king, but don't have the money to get that at the moment, so we're going to leave that alone. Now as far as baits we're either going to be using trout jam or night sparkle, both of which seem to attract the brown trout and the rainbow trout and the brook trout apparently. We're going with the color striped hook. As you can see, brook trout, brown trout, perfect hook for them. And that should get us what we need to get, guys. I mean, I can't see us doing much better than that. We're going to try what we can to see about catching them. I would love to be able to break my old record, but like I said, these are small fish. Now we'll go in here and we're going to take a look at this place. It's actually right in the middle of the city. All these structures you see around here are actually buildings. We're going to go, I think we're going to do evening in the winter. 30 minutes. That's kind of like where I like to stay with. And with the game type, we're going to, as I said, only trout. Now, we have not done only trout before. I think I might see about focusing on some of those. Smelt would be probably the most challenging for me, honestly. I have not been able to catch a smelt too often, but might eventually really test myself on that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and try the only trout. We're going to keep fish fights going. This is not going to be a battle royale. It really isn't big enough. Really is not big enough for that. I assume that you could still do it, but we're going to leave that alone for now. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. I don't know that we'll need to change our lures or not. Kind of hoping we don't. But I do know of a good spot for catching trout. I'm afraid they're going over there as well. Got a couple guys. Yep, they are. Right here. Yep. I knew it. I knew they'd figure it out. Yeah, right here at the base of the bridge is a real good spot for the trout. I've caught quite a few of them here. Both sides of the of the bridge are good. Trout really are not in this very deep here. Of course, it's not very deep here, honestly. We're gonna go ahead and throw a little Tracting in there. I hope this isn't too loud, guys. I'm a little bit afraid it might be. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take the sound down. It's the music just a little bit loud. There we go. Usually they bite pretty readily. And I think, yeah, actually I think I usually get more action doing side to side with the... Now if you're going after brook trout, you do want to do an up and down, and you want to do it near the surface and do it quickly. They tend to go for that really well. I might just try that just to see. And there we go, our first brown trout. Not a huge fella, but it's a brown trout and every little bit helps. Like I said, I would love to break my record. I don't know what the record is for the fish here. Can't imagine they were very big, honestly. There we go. Much better, about a half a pound. So we are getting them. Yeah, if we were actually fishing not in the wintertime, but off the side, I'd have a definite different way of doing this, but with ice fishing it's a little trickier. And trout tend to wait and pick the bait up later. You can't really do that technique here. Yeah, I'd like to be getting more bites than I'm getting here, so I might move to it. Well, there's another one. Okay, now he won't count, fortunately. Let's go ahead and pull up stakes. We might move over a little bit further under the... Let's see, let's try right here. I don't know how the other guys are doing. I hope they're not. Kind of amazes me how many of them are sticking to the deeper water. Really not had much luck catching them in deep water in this particular game. It's really cold. It keeps freezing up kind of fast. There we go. Another brown. And the rainbows might be closer to the top. Let's try that a little bit. Might switch over to the other attractant. Trout jam. I think I'm using the sparkle or something like that. I have to look. Come on. There we go. Perch. Yeah, we were doing better down deep. We do not need perch. Yeah, let's go ahead. There we go. We got us a pike. Little bitty pike. Yeah, let's move again. I don't know, we're not doing all that outstanding. Looks like a number of them have tried to do deep water. I don't know why, but I'll give it a shot. There's a bunny rabbit in the city in the middle of a lake. That makes all kinds of sense. Yeah, let's try deep just to see if... Okay, let me see. We were... Yeah, the night sparkle. Let's try the night sparkle too. Just to mix it up a little bit. Wow, that went down really fast. Seems like when I've been fishing here in deep water, there we go, I tend to get zander. Now this is a little bit bigger, but it could be the wrong kind of fish. No! Brown trout. Alright. Yeah, he had a little... I mean, he's still only half a pound, but that's better. I'm surprised. I usually get him over there by the bridge. No rainbows yet. But we just need to get trout. I mean, it doesn't matter which kind of trout, we just need to get trout. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, damn. Yeah, he didn't count. Nice fish, doesn't count. See what I mean by size, though? They are not big here. Just not very big. I wonder what the record is. Largest fish caught out of here. I mean, do they go over 10 pounds? Because it doesn't seem like they would. Crucian carp. Shoot. Okay, let's lift it off the bottom a little bit. Yeah, we were doing better with the trout jam. Let's try that again. Cannot be wasting our time with these other species. Okay, not a very big fish. Ah, a bluegill. Really? Okay, we caught one brown trout out of that, guys. Yeah, I think we need to move. Yeah, these guys seem to be hovering a lot more in the shallow to mid-shallow areas. Yeah, I don't know if the switching to trout jam made a difference because we still ended up getting a bluegill. But I have discovered that in many of these lakes, the bluegill are actually found pretty deep in the water. Ugh, perch. I have not seen one rainbow trout yet. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work, my friends. I now know where to fish if we do only perch. Yeah, we're going back to the bridge. And unfortunately, we've got somebody else over here. I'm going to do it directly under the bridge. Directly under the bridge. Probably should have just stayed with it. I was getting impatient. Wanted to catch more. Maybe some bigger ones. Should have stayed right here. There we go. This is definitely the spot. That I've been able to validate. So, don't know about the rainbow trout situation, but we're getting brown trout. All we need to get is trout. Nice, and we're getting bigger ones now, finally. Yeah, this is also a good spot to catch the catfish, too. I think I might try changing that lure over to the Indian peafowl. Just give that a bit of a try. We still got 15 minutes and we're not far from the starting point, so we should be alright. See if the Indian peafowl does any better. As I said, we also have the bobbies, I think it's called. We could use that lure. Oh, it looked like I was getting a bite. Yeah, just a perch. Yeah, we were doing better with the other lure. Now, what is the bobby? Let's see. Here's the bobby. Let's try that. The spinners are a real popular lure with trout anyway. There we go. Wow. That's a big tinge. That is not what I'm after, but that's a nice tinge. Holy crap. That was unexpected. I thought for a minute there I had a huge trout. I was like, dang on it. Well, I think that definitely seems to be attracting the tench. We don't have a tench option, I don't think. Yeah, we're let's go back to what's been giving us what we are here for. Oh, they're fun to catch. Don't get me wrong, but that's not what we're after here. We're gonna lose this competition if we keep working with that. If I get another tench, then I'm just gonna have to move least a little bit. Yeah, they're not biting as much as they were. Let's see, where's another good spot? We've kind of drilled the dickens out of this place here. Let's try right here. I'm not so sure we're gonna... Well, it's shallow. May or may not do very well. But we'll give it a shot. I'm not getting... There we go, finally. And it's a perch. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna do well here. If we were fishing for catfish, maybe. What are you doing, dude? Okay, I'm gonna try here. This is kind of close to one already, but where I've been getting them. Yeah, this is one of those competitions where, honestly, it's anybody's game. I don't know how well they're doing. I'm not doing bad, but not doing great either. Not sure how many I've gotten. I've gotten at least 6 probably. Actually, I can pause it and find out here. Wow, I called it. Let's see, I've gotten 7 perch. So I got 7 perch, 6 brown trout, 1 pike, 1 zander, 1 crucian carp, 1 bluegill, 2 tench. So I've gotten a lot of species that are not what I need. Another bluegill. Daggone it. This is supposed to be a lure that the bluegill go for. There's supposed to be largemouth bass in here too. Can't say that I've ever fished for them, but there we go. That's gonna help. So 7 so far. Still got 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We can push this to the last minute pretty easily. There we go. Nice. Now we're up to 8. A lot of times it seems like I'm experimenting in the early parts of these competitions, and it's like I finally get down to business in the last 10 minutes. And it's when I usually start bringing them in or getting some records or something like that. Yeah, I've been playing this game a long time, guys. This game has done a lot for me. I mean, Fishing Planet has done a lot for me too, but this was the game that got my channel noticed for the first time. That episode, it was called "The Bigger the Hole, the Bigger the Fish." Got over 600,000 views. And for me, that's an amazing amount. I mean, there are some people that have gotten millions of views off things, but the fact that I've got one that's got that many, just to this day, blows my mind. Yeah, there's just nothing biting. It's really not even enough time to move, but we're just not getting anything here. I'm just gonna try right here. The last 2 minutes. Then head over to the starting location. And just hope that I have enough. Yeah, there are times when I fish and I'm like, well, I've won this. This is not one of those instances. Definitely not one of those instances. Okay, what do we got? There we go. That helps. Yeah, we didn't get one rainbow trout. They were all browns. I have not caught as many of the rainbows, though. They are more difficult to find in this game. Don't know why. That's 10. Still have about in a minute. They've been all roughly hovering around about a half a pound, so definitely not huge fish. Alright. We are working at the very last minute here, guys. We still have a few more seconds. Might be able to pull one more in. You never know. Alright. That's our last one. And it isn't one, but I think we did pretty good, all things considered. We need to get up and out of here. Don't need to push our luck. Like I said, we're not far, so there we go. We got it. We're good. It's all good. And it looks like all the competitors are here. I really have no idea how well I've done. I did it. Nice. I did it. Barely. 5.79 pounds. The next person, for some reason, a bunch of them are disqualified. Yeah, the next person was Hanel Companion at 5.55 pounds. She got 8. And I managed to get 11. And the last 3 was really what pulled me ahead. Had I not gotten those, I think I would have, even with the 8 I'd had, I would have not been able to beat her. I would have beat the next guy, but not her. Well, didn't do too bad. That was, like I said, that was a little bit more challenging. And I do like a challenge. Let's take a look at the next one we've got. We've got Corvus. A Corvus is another one I haven't fished as much. But the fish here do come a little bit bigger. It looks like salmon are going to be the main fish that are caught here, while there's plenty of other species. Those are going to be the biggest. Now I have, in Harding herrings, I have fished a lot. Now I really like that one. Been there a lot of times, as well as clear waters. Yeah, a lot of these later ones I have been focusing more on for most of my episodes because the fish there are just huge. And I enjoy going after the large fish as opposed to the little ones like that are located on Duck Pond. But you still gotta, pay attention to all of them. They're there for different reasons and for different purposes. And you can have a lot of fun catching the little guys too. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And we will be back with another episode of Ice Lakes. So until then, guys, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.